So I'm gonna make I seen a character car guy, he did a tool review with a shake and brake or whatever, and I thought it was a good concept, good idea. So I just got a bunch of old crappy tools that I never use, that, you know, hand-me-downs or whatever, and I just thought maybe I could put something together. And this is just like my first attempt. I'm gonna make it better. All I did was pull the center out of this. I was thinking about using this on here, right? Using this, welding it on so I can have something to turn on, but I was thinking that's gonna get in the way. It's too long for a lot of things, you know, like a handle to hold it. So this is just my first concept. I'm pretty sure this is gonna snap in the first freaking 5 seconds of use. What I'm gonna do next time though, so I just got, you know, you get these, you get a bunch of these from Harbor Freight for, you know, real cheap, and I just got some nuts, welding them on there. I can make it look pretty, you know, it is what it is right now. Those welds are gonna hold for sure. So I thought maybe make it like that to get in the tighter access areas, get it tighter areas, and you know, you throw your wrench on there. I got stubby wrenches too. I could get a stubby wrench, or you could cock the wrench like this to get in the tight areas. Like I was saying, I was gonna weld this onto here. Just cheap Harbor Freight crap, you know. I was gonna weld this on here, but like, you can't do that with this, like I was talking about. You can't go like this. So the whole concept, I thought it was a good concept. You know, I mean, it's not a tool. I would buy it, but I just spent probably $1,000 on tools. You know, I mean, like, it's just not something that I need. So I figure I'll try to make it. I got all these extra cheap tools laying around. I'll just make myself something like this. And I can see the weak point is probably this metal right here, this pot metal from China. This is probably weak, especially it's got that low point right here. I'll end up, if I want to actually use this for real life, I'm going to fill that in right there. I'll go in low temp, put a layer, let it cool down, dip it in water, take up the slag and do it again and again. Or I could just fill it in with a TIG or whatever to strengthen it. Those welds ain't going nowhere though. They're not going nowhere. I just tacked them right here. It didn't tack too well. I got a tack. I just welded them out here and here. And no, I'm not the best welder in the world. Actually, what I'm doing right now, I'm supposed to be in my garage cleaning my garage. But I wanted to make a video. My wife's all pissed off about it. My wife's all pissed. She's like, you don't spend time with the family. You're always in that garage. You're always doing this and that. Or, you know, I'm always trying to do something. I try to stay proactive, because when you sit around and you're a lazy bastard, you know, life just passes you by. Life's too short for that. So I thought this was a neat idea. I thought the idea, the concept of that shake and bake thing, I seen it both on South Main Auto. He has his own version of it from, you know, it's a Blue Point, which I don't know who the original manufacturer of that is. You know, I'm sure you could get it from the original manufacturer, but I thought this was a good concept. So I could just pop in there, cock it sideways. Reason I put these on here, because I laid on the floor and I pulled the cord. So I try, you know, I don't want to see the scratches. You can already see the scratches right here. That's why I try to put these, but once it gets to vibrating, moves these all around. I try to keep my tools in good working order. But I made sure that this goes in all the way. So it comes out, this part goes in all the way. You want to make sure that, you know, it's not going to hit there. So the concept is basically you got some tight bolts or something on suspension. You get it on there. You get your air hooked up, your air hammer. I'm not going to do it right now. I'll test it later. I'm pretty sure this tool, if I don't fill it in right there, it's just going to pop. It's just going to pop like crazy. And then, you know, it's just the concept. Just took me basically a couple of minutes to do this, and I'm gonna make a better one. But I gotta grind it down a little more right there. I think the concept was cool though. I'm not gonna buy that tool. I'm not gonna buy that shake and brake tool. So I kind of just wanted to throw something together. But so the concept is you're hitting it with an air hammer, and it's breaking everything loose on the suspension. You can see it's almost cocked sideways a little bit. Next time I'll make a better one. And then you turn it left or right with your wrench, and that vibration's everything when it comes to rust, and it'll just break it loose. So I thought it was a good idea. It cost me nothing to make. That's why I made it. I know this thing looks like crap. I know that. I mean, those welds are gonna hold though for sure. And if I wanted to make them real nice, I'd take them out, but that would be more time, more trouble with the wife, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I'm not the best welder. I actually, when I take my time and I prep everything, I actually can weld very well. But when it comes to mechanics tools and tools are tools, I just care that they work. So I'll fill that in. I'm pretty sure it's still gonna bust in the first couple of tries. It's just the concept though. It's a little bit crooked. I could just weld it here, bend it back when it's heated up, take a torch to it, bend it back, and then weld it up to strengthen it. I'm not gonna buy that shake and brake tool. It's just not necessary for what I do. It's just not necessary really at all. So I thought that was a cool concept. Got my little Ingersoll Rand. I actually have one bigger than this. It's a Matco. I have one that's big old beater. But this is for around the house. I don't dare start it up right now and run the compressor, man. My neighbors get pissed off at me sometimes. So, cool, simple little idea you can do, especially if you live in the rust belts and areas that over where I live, not too much rust, which I'm very thankful for, but we do have is sand, and sand gets everywhere. It gets into the bearings, it gets into everything, and it's just sand. That's the problem we have, and heat. Things overheat because it's hot as can be. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. I got some other tools coming up. I'm gonna get some better equipment for the welding, and I'm gonna be making my own homemade tools. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe.